Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday and happy June 1st. Today is World Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Day. And I just wanted to swing by real quick to hopefully give you a little bit more information about narcissistic abuse. And hopefully it will help you to spread more awareness. Today, I want to discuss with you how you can help either a family member or a friend that is in a relationship with a narcissist, a psychopath, or a sociopath. They're all in the same category. Or if you just want to say toxic relationship or toxic marriage, that's fine too. But just here are some ways that you can help. All right. So, narcissistic abuse is the worst kind of abuse because it includes physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse. It's so insidious, which means that it's very slow and demonic. It's just a very sick type of abuse. So if you have noticed that your friend is in a situation that just does not seem very good, or maybe they've confided in you and let you know that they think that they're with a narcissist or whatever the case, here are some ways that you can help. So number one, listen to them. A lot of survivors of domestic violence and emotional abuse, psychological abuse, all different types of abuse, we just want to be heard, right? So if that's your friend, that's someone that you trust in, you confide in, then you have a relationship with them, so believe them. That's number one. Number one is so easy. Just believe your friend. If they have mustered up enough courage and strength to actually come and share their story with you, then just listen. You don't have to provide advice. You don't, especially if they're not asking for your advice, just listen. So that's what I would say would be the very first thing to do. Another thing to do to help out a friend would be to ask them those tough questions. So if you notice that things are just not what they seem, maybe somebody is really, really nice to them, but they're almost like too nice or like too good to be true. I know we've heard that before, but just like a narcissist is not necessarily too good to be true because they have flaws and things as well that they can't hide. But what they do is they study their prey. They study their prey and they basically become everything that person has ever desired. So like my desires are different from your desires and it's different from the next person's desires. But what they do is they study their prey and they're like chameleons. So they become whatever it is that victim wants. And then that's how they portray themselves. So when you notice that that's happening, then ask your friend those tough questions. Bring to light some things that you've noticed and, try to hold them accountable as best as you can. I will note to you, though, someone who has been entangled with a narcissist may not be ready to accept what that is because they're in the love bomb phase, which means that this narcissist their mask has not slipped. So they still seem wonderful to your friend. And you're like, something's a little eerie about them. Something's a little off. So just start asking them those tough questions. Another thing, which probably should have been my number one thing, is to pray for your friend. Instead of judging your friend or saying that could never be you, because that's so not true. Pray for your friend or pray for your family member. Pray that God will open their eyes to see that demonic force that is in their life. The next thing may be tough for a lot of people, but encourage your family member or your friend to leave. Now, when someone is escaping a narcissistic relationship, you have to do so very quietly. So maybe you can help them come up with their escape plan. Maybe you can just remind them, hey, there is no need to talk to this person. There's just no need to talk to this person. You just kind of need to go quietly, right? Like maybe you can tell them that or just remind them of that. That would be really good information. Sorry, the garage. So that would be really, really helpful for your friends as well. Just make sure that you are encouraging them with love and not trying to force them to. If they're not ready to leave, okay, then you go back to the other step and you just keep praying for them. Also, I am not the type of person to tell someone to leave a marriage or anything like that. That is that is sacred, and that is under God. So I'm not telling you to tell your friend to leave their husband, but what I am telling you is to encourage them. Hey, if you're being physically abused, do you think that's the best position for you to be in or for your children to be in? And just encourage them to leave. Another helpful thing you can do is provide resources. If they need somewhere to go and they really don't want to go to a shelter, give them a place to stay if you have that kind of space. If they're afraid to leave their abuser because they don't have the finances, maybe you can, help them with their finances, or offer up, hey, I'll buy your groceries this month. Whatever you can do. I think that's something that's amazing to do too. Also, learn more about narcissistic abuse. And where do you start? Well, there's so much information available online on YouTube University. Also, on the website WNAAD, that's for the World Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Day. There is so much information on there. There's psychologists that have spoken out about it. I mean, bloggers, those that have had experiences with it, like myself. There's so much information out here. I know that when I was going through my escape and all those types of things, I had a few of my friends that watched this documentary that I sent to them, and they to this day have a better understanding about narcissistic abuse. What else can you do? Provide support wherever. My family and friends have been extremely supportive. You can, whether you are offering, hey, do you just want to go hang out, or do you want to talk about something else, or just in whatever way that you can support, do that. That's also helpful to the person that has been victimized as well. So anyway, I hope that this has been beneficial for you today. If you know someone that is battling with escaping or anything like that, it is very serious. Those movies that we have seen, that we've all seen enough, Sleeping with the Enemy, all of those movies that, I just watched one on Netflix, Dirty John or Dear John. Y'all, that's real life. Like, I know it's all cute and funny, like, ooh, that's crazy. Ooh, that wouldn't be me. Or, oh my gosh, people out here doing that. The answer is yes. Yes, Black people, Black men especially, are doing that. They're psychopaths, they're sociopaths, they're narcissists, they're very sick, and it's very demonic. So don't for a second think that somebody who would lie about something like this, right? Don't for a second think that if somebody is saying that these things are happening, someone's gaslighting them or manipulating them, trust and believe that it is true and it's happening. So please join me in spreading awareness about narcissism, so that way we can put an end to it. If there were fewer people, it happens to men and women. If there were fewer men and women in the workplace and in marriages and relationships that were willing to endure this type of abuse or stay, then prayerfully we can kind of cast this demon out of society, out of the world, out of our families, generational curses of it, and everything else. So anyway, I hope this video is helpful for you today. I hope today you spread some sort of awareness, whether you just bring up that topic, whether you just watch one YouTube video for me or for your family or for your friends, whatever you do, just help us to spread awareness today, June 1st, for World Narcissistic Abuse Awareness Day. God bless.